Chào mừng mọi người cùng quay trở lại với chuyên mục Xây Nhà cùng Tre Nghệ. Ngày hôm nay Đạo đang đứng ở công trình của anh Kevin và Đạo sẽ cùng với anh Kevin cùng đi tham quan công trình một vòng để xem coi là tất cả những cái diễn biến đang xảy ra ở công trình, cũng như mời mọi người tham quan cùng Đạo và anh Kevin để có thể hiểu rõ hơn về một cái ngày thường nhật ở ngoài công trình sẽ như thế nào mọi người nhé. Hello Mr.Kevin.
Hi.
Yes, thank you so much for spending time with me today.
My pleasure.
And I also want to invite you to go around the building and to check that's all of our work. And to make sure that it strictly follow the design and also that we do it on the right way.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, we are now doing the steel work for the first floor.
Correct.
I want to introduce that the way we use that we use the steel bar rather than we do the scaffold. The reason that's because it will be support better for the ways of the first floor. When we use the scaffold, the range of 1 point is 1.7 meter.
Right.
However, when you do the steel bar, we can make sure that every 60, you can see in here, right? Every 60, we can have one bar so that it will be a lot of better to support for the weight of the first floor and make sure that if we don't have any problem, it's like 100% guarantee.
Yeah.
That's the steel work is very careful, right?
Okay, cool.
Okay, and that's on the column of the ground floor have been finished, and I want to invite you to go there and check the side of the column and how straight is this, is it good or not?
Okay, let's check it out.
Yes, we can check this column, and the firstly I want to introduce for you that's we can see the surface of the column. And to check that's the quality of the concrete. And you also can see in here, it's very good, right? You can see it don't have any problem for the surface of it. And when they do the column, they also very carefully for that.
Yes.
Okay. And secondly, that's I want to together with you to check the side. This side follow the design. Is it 30? So I want to check with you that is it 30 or not?
30 centimeters for real. Okay, let's check.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfectly, right?
Perfectly,
okay.
30 centimeters.
And this side will be a little bit bigger. It will be 22.
Yes.
And when we finish it will be extend for this side. Is it to be 25?
25 when we stand. Okay.
Yeah, 25. Is it 25 and 30 on this side?
Okay.
Okay. And all of the column, our engineer also check all of that, and it will be perfectly follow the design. And another thing I want to introduce for you for the column that's for this steel. We have to wait when we do the column.
Yeah.
The purpose of this steel that it will be connect with the wall. Without this steel, it will be not connect to the wall, and it will be make your walls in the future maybe have some crack between the column and the wall. Okay. Yes. And it will be under 80 centimeter. It have to have one steel. Right. So I want to check with you that is it the
right amount?
Yes. Is it follow or not? And we have one in here, right? And we have one in here. So let me check for you. And it's 60.
Yeah.
Perfectly follow the standard.
Yes.
Okay. And let me go to one word. This is your kitchen area, right?
That's right.
And you will have a big window in here.
Yes.
Let me introduce for you the way we do the work. Firstly, that's on first round, we will use this stick. The smaller one. The reason it will be enhanced because all of the ways of the work we put on that, it will be better, and also it will be the land in here, and also the water will make it wet. So it will be also get the better when it's wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. And secondly, that's in the future we'll put the window above here, right?
Yes.
And we will do the separate concrete for the under part and the above part.
So between the window, we'll have a concrete separation underneath and above.
Yes, above we have another separate concrete. Honestly, that's some of the other company they don't use the concrete under. The reason that's we have the wall, right? You can put the window on the brick.
Yeah.
Not on the grid. However, in the future, it may be crack in here. For example, you put the window, and it will be contract between the window and the wall.
Yeah.
And when we do the separate concrete in here, it will make sure that it will not have that problem.
So no cracks around the windows, no water around the windows when it rains, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And also when the window connect with the concrete will be better because the brick will be have a lot of hole, right? And it cannot keep it stable.
Yes.
However, when they do it, they have something connect the window and the concrete, and easily for the concrete to can keep the stable for the window.
Perfect. Sounds like a good plan.
And similar for this wall, we will have two separate concrete for each of the walls of your house.
Okay.
We will have one is from one. You can see in here 1.1 meter.
Yeah.
it will be have one separate concrete. And when it go to 2.5, it
At
will have
2.5.
another separate concrete.
Okay.
And it will be perfectly to keep the work can stable in the future and make sure that it's no concrete.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Similar for all of others works around your house. And we also implement that standards and make sure that the worker follow that strictly.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, I want to invite you to go on the first
first
floor,
floor.
so we can see that's how our worker is doing the steel work.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, yes, let's go. Mr. Kevin, we will
Yes.
go around to check the steel work on the first floor.
Yes.
And I want to introduce for you that's for the way we do the steel. And also all the work, our engineering will be considered carefully, and we also make sure that that own information can be known by the worker, so they can do it in your house.
Okay, perfect.
And I will introduce you some. For example, you can see in here that's this beam. They have 416 steel.
Yes.
And you also can easily to check. You can check it, right? It is
Yeah.
16, and it's Vinacore steel.
Yeah.
So you can see the logos. It's like the flower in here.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
Yes, okay. So all of the steel of your house, we will use Vinacore steel. So you can check all of the steel, and it will be like the consistent. That's you have the logo.
Always the same,
yes,
right?
Okay.
Cool.
And on the column in this one, we will push this one I mean like a lot of more. You can see in here, it will be wider, and this one will
Or
be
narrower.
yes.
The closer
yes.
we get, the closer we get.
Yeah,
to
the
the
closer
main.
we get to the column, so that's
Yeah.
it. We need to push more. So it's also follow the standards.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And all of the beam in here, we also check already, and all happy do's follow strictly the design. Yeah. I know that's it. You also have the glory. That's it. The wall in here.
Yes.
Now we have not built on the beam. However, we will boost after we finish the steel for the floor,
Yeah.
and we also can boost 2 bar of the 16 steel.
Yeah.
Make sure that when we put the wall on that, it will also can get the pressure. The wall will push on the. on the
Okay,
floor.
cool. So
Yeah.
even if we put the wall here
Yeah.
and it's not directly under the beam,
Yeah.
we can make sure that the pressure is not too high
Yeah.
and it will be built strongly enough, correct?
Yes, okay.
Okay, cool.
It's also counts very carefully by our engineer.
Yes.
And make sure that it follow the standards, and also will not affect the floor in the future.
Right. I'm
Yes.
glad to hear that.
Yes, okay. And we also check the size of all the areas. It follows the design already. Yes, okay. We can zoom in on here. It have the toilet here, right?
Yes.
And it have the sauna here. And in Tre Nghệ, we don't use like the normal way. That's it. We only push the normal pipe. We use the specialized sleeve. It is specially designed for the purpose that we can put when we do the concrete work. It will be connect very good with the concrete, and make sure in the future you don't have any problem for the water leaking. Yes, for that.
Got it.
And let me introduce a little bit for you, because for example, you can see in here, right? This is the specialized sleeve. You can see this one in the middle.
Yes.
The size of this 12 centimeter, and our concrete is 10 centimeter. So in the future, it will be a little bit
Overlap,
higher.
2 centimeters.
Yes, 2 centimeter above that, and very easy for us to put the connect pipe. For example, the toilet, right? We have the connect pipe. Very easy to put in here. And one of the problem that's if we do the normal thing, it's very hard to do the connect pipe from the ground floor.
Yes.
Because when you put it in here, the pressure of the water will be destroyed on the connect point.
Right.
However, this one is specially designed. You can see in here, right?
Water will not go up.
The water will be go in this one.
Right.
And it's covered by this one, so the water cannot put pressure on the connect pipe.
Yeah.
So make sure that when you use for like 10 or like 20 years, like you say that you expect to build a house, and it still can work, it still can stay.
Work very efficiently. Yeah.
So that is one of the things that I want to introduce for you. Yes.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is for the toilet, right?
Yeah, the toilet is 114
114, and
Yeah.
this one is for the sink.
for the sink. Yeah.
but-
Okay, so let me introduce for you also. So because the smallest one of
Yes.
this sleeve is 60.
Yes.
So for the sink, we have to use the 42 on the design. So we will put the 60 in here. In the future, we will destroy this one, and then we put the 42 and then it will be covered by silica grout, and make sure 100% that you don't have the water
To
leaking
fit
into
it,
there.
right?
Yeah, to fit
cool.
it.
So there will not be a hole drill inside afterwards that
Yeah.
will make it unequal and
Yes.
and disrupt the perfection of the design. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So we will put the 42 on this wall. It will be smaller than the hole, right? However, it will be covered by silica grout.
Okay.
Silica grout is specially designed for that purpose.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry on that.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Also, you see in here, it will be have 4 sticks and keep it stay. You cannot moving it, right? So
Yeah, 4 screws.
when they do the steel work, you also don't have to worry. This will be moving.
It will move, right?
Yeah, it will move. It will be stay there.
It's fixed by 4 screws
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
pretty
You
solid.
can see.
Yeah.
How hard I
moving.
try, I cannot.
Cannot move it. Yeah.
Cannot move it. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and they are doing the steel work, and I also remind our worker very carefully about the weight of the steel. For example, this area, right?
Yes.
It will have the long way of the beam and the short way of the beam. The short way, the steel go on the short way, have to put under the long way. So it's also like one thing I also remind to our worker already, make sure that the steel work very
So
carefully.
that they know which one goes under and which one goes above.
Yes, it's very important.
To spread spread the pressure
Yes.
carefully. Okay.
When you go and count, maybe it is still enough the numbers of the steel. For example, it will have 10, right? However, 10 is not okay. 10 do on the right way.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes.
Right? Number is sometimes not problem. For example, that we put more steel, it
Yes.
don't make this one better. However, you do it on the right way. It make this one better.
So the small is under the big one.
Yes, sir.
And the same here. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
okay. So thank you so much for spending time to
My
go
pleasure.
around to check all of the steel work with
Yes.
me. And we are still on the way to build and to finish the house.
Yes.
And hopefully everything will be okay and we can deliver a top class house to you at your spec.
I hope so too. Thank you for taking the time for explaining to me
Yes.
clearly.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.